So Patricia, tell me, you always hear about agents who don't want to participate in property management and they end up referring a customer who needs property management to someone else to do the job. How does that affect them financially? How does it affect their business?
So it can be a couple different ways. One thing I will say, property management is not for everyone. It's not for the faint at heart. There has to be a purpose, a passion behind property management for you to continue to just deal with some of the things that come your way. So I understand I have several agents that they just have no rhyme reason. They don't want to deal with property management. So they refer that business to me. I have an agreement that I sign with them, really being able to show in that even though I sell property, in those instances, I'm not going to talk about sales as much. I'm going to say, oh, Sean, for example, if you refer to me, Sean can actually assist you with that. I'm going to loop Sean into the conversation so he can
Mhm.
assist you with that. That's one part. The other part is the agent says, okay, this is my first one. Can you handhold the process with me? And we're able to work together on this. That's another option because it's one way of just having that exposure, but not feeling like you're an island by yourself
Right.
through that process. And that gives the agent the opportunity to decide, do they want to pursue it or do they not want to pursue it? Most of the
Hmm.
time with the hand holding and their curiosity, they end up doing it's just a matter of, are you going to go and stay with one property or are you going to say, okay, I want to get to 10, 15,
Right.
20 and really expand with the volume. So it's really case by case. But the other part to it is if an agent refers and that monthly income that comes along with it, that's kind of money you're leaving on the table. But going back to, do you have the heart? Do you want the passion? Do you have the purpose behind it? Because it's not for the faint at heart. It's not like, oh, this is easy passive income. It's very active. It's very much a process. It's more of a traditional, not to say 9 to 5, but a 9 to 5 experience. With sales, we have the flexibility, we have the freedom. But with property management, you do have to treat it like more of a 9 to 5.
So with that, Patricia, what percentage would you say of your business is property management, and what percentage of your business would you say is residential sales?
So I would say it's a split between about 60-40.
Okay.
60% would be property management and 40% would be sales. But it does vary sometimes month to month. So right now we manage over like 60 properties, my team and I. And so keep in mind, it's not just me. I have my husband who is a co-partner, and then we have administrative assistants, we have maintenance coordinators, we have like a whole army behind us that's supporting us with the business. So it's really a business based the way that I run my business. Not everyone has assistants, not everyone has other support. But one thing I will say, Coldwell Banker does offer a nice baseline just to be able to help manage the process. And then I personally have tweaked it and added some additional components so that I can have a little bit more flexibility to still focus on my sales side of my business because I do sell actively
Hmm.
with a lot of listings. I've helped over 350 people purchase and sell homes in the last 13, 14 years. So that's a pipeline of referrals that come along my way. So it's just random, oh, I'm moving or I want to buy another house. And that's just based off of my referral. So being able to have enough time to also have that property management and that sales side, that's really important that I have that balance.
So with rental gurus and your team, the support staff behind you, tell me more about that. Tell me more about
So
rental
with the
gurus.
rental guru side, we have a assistant admin that she's amazing, Mia, and her role is to help the process in terms of lease sign. There's different parts that other agents use her for depending on our needs because I have another assistant that supports me, but I'm just giving you my structure, but the rental gurus part. And then we have Denise, who is our bookkeeper, amazing also in terms of just the ledger balancing, questions about deposits, making sure all of that's set up. And then we have Jason, who's our maintenance coordinator when we have requests related to maintenance or move-ins, move-outs, checking in on the property. One thing that we offer, which is a valued offering compared to maybe some of our competitors and other property management companies, is we do check on the property in person twice during the tenancy every 12 months. So we check month 3 and month 9. So that gives us the opportunity after the tenants moved in to just see what's going on. And then right before the lease may renew or may expire, we can also check on the property again just to make sure everything is okay. And then we have like an initial condition. So there's so many different parts.
Right.
Then what I have added onto it is I have another administrative assistant that helps with managing my emails that come in request wise,
Okay.
managing the requests that come in maintenance, managing the renewals, 60-day, 90-day notices, HOA violations for properties that are HOA or condo managed. And then if there's just some additional outliers that are happening,
Right.
there's always something, right? So just being able to have that additional support. And that's something I learned along the way, because when I first started, I just had an assistant and it was too much for that one person. And then as time went on, it was like, okay, no, I need to split this role into 2 people and then split. So as time goes on, depending on, I normally assess my business every year of like, okay, what's working, what's not working. If I need to add on an additional person, I will do that. But I will say, it's very much the way that you want to run your business. Rental Gurus gives you the ability to do that. So if you want to just have like 1 to 10 properties, you can do that easily with the support they provide.
Right.
I think when you get to 40 to 50 properties or higher, it can be a little challenging. You'll need a little more support.